Good morning students and welcome back to your maths class. So students, hope you all are fit and fine in your home and doing your maths work regularly. So students, today we are going to start our lesson number 7, that is shapes. Okay, so we know that we are having different shapes, okay, and we have studied them. In your previous classes you have studied the different kinds of shapes, but in general we are having 4 types of shapes which you have seen also, and most of the things are made up of these 4 kind of things or these 4 kind of shapes. So these are the basic shapes which we have studied in the previous classes. First is circle. You have seen this. We are playing with a ball, so it is in circle form. Okay, these structures or these shapes are in 2D. Okay, these shapes are in 2D. So the ball is made up of circle. Its shape is circular. Now a square. So we are having a square cube. Okay, and books, copies, if they are of same length and breadth, we can say that it is square. Third one is triangle. So this shape also you know very well that this is a triangular shape and this is a rectangle shape. So there is a difference between square and rectangle. Square is having all the sides equal. Means it's this side, if I am taking this and this, all the sides will be equal. But in rectangles, these 2 sides, means if I am taking these as length, so length will be same and breadth will be same. Okay, these 2 will be same and these 2 will be same. So this is the difference between square and rectangle. Now in this class we are going to study these are 2D shapes. Okay, now we will see with the help of these figures how we can draw a 3D shapes. Okay, 3D means 3 dimension. So we will have length also, breadth also and height also. So in that kind of figures which are having 3D shapes, those are having volume. Okay, because it is having length, breadth and height, so it will be having volume. But in these kinds of shapes, it is not having height. It is having length and breadth. You can see here in the rectangle it is having length and this is its breadth. So in 2D shapes we are having area, but in 3D shapes we are having volume. Okay, now we will see the 3D structure of these shapes. Friends, these are the 3D shapes of the shapes which we have studied previously. Okay, so the 3D shape of circle is sphere. Okay, it is a 3D shape. So in the sphere we can take suppose we are having a globe. You know in the globe it is having some material inside. It is having a volume. So in 3D shape of circle we can say it is sphere. Okay, now for square the 3D shape is cube. Okay, so in cube also it is having 6 faces. Okay, cube is having 6 faces. So all its faces are having same length. As in square we have studied its length are same. So here also cube is also having same length. Okay, now we have studied triangle. In 2D figure we have studied triangle, but in 3D we are having cone. Okay, because it is having a volume also. In 2D we have studied triangle and in 3D it is cone. Similarly, in 2D we have studied rectangle. The last structure which we have studied is it was rectangle, but here it is cuboid. Okay, because its length will be same, its breadth will be same and its height will be same. Okay, the length is changed, breadth is changed and height is changed. In cuboid all the things are different. So it is the structure or 3D shape of rectangle, that is cuboid. These 3D shapes are the 2D structure of circle, square, triangle and rectangle. Okay, so now we will see our chapter, that is lesson number 7, shapes. In this chapter the first topic and the main topic is point. Okay, so what is point? Point is paper that is known as point, and I have represented it with a symbol O. You can represent it with any symbol, A, B, C, with any symbol you can represent any point. Okay. Now the next one is line. You know this very well, that when different points are joined together. Okay, when I am having, suppose these are different points which are given, and if I join these points, a line is formed. Okay, so when we join different points, they will form a line, and I have represented it with A and B. This is my line. It is A to B. Okay, so a line is of two kinds. First one is a straight line. You can see this is a straight line. Okay, and the second one is curved line. This is my line and I have curved it. So this kind of lines are known as curved lines. Okay, so students, always remember to put an arrow at last of the line and marking also. You have to represent them with a symbol like AB, PQ, CD. Like this you have to represent a line with an arrow and a symbol. So a point is a dot which we made on a paper. Line are of two kinds. One is a straight line and one is a curved line. And what is line? When we join different points, then they will form a line. Now we are having kinds of a straight line. Okay, so there are three kinds of a straight line. First one is vertical line, then horizontal line, and the last one is oblique line. So what is vertical line? If my line is in a straight position, okay, it is in straight position or it is perpendicular. Perpendicular means it is straight. It is making 90-degree angle in the surface. Okay, if my line is straight, then the line is known as, or it is normal or it is perpendicular, then the line is known as vertical line. If the line is like this, it is in rest form, we can say. So the line is known as horizontal line. And if a line is making any angle, it is making an angle, you can see, it is making an angle. So that line are known as oblique line. Okay, so that line can be like this also. It will be like this also. So all these lines are known as oblique lines because they are making some angles. If the lines are moving with the same distance between them, okay, see here we are having a line AB and CD and they are having same distances. In each and every point they are having same distance. So these type of lines are known as parallel lines and they will never meet each other in any point. Okay, they are not going to meet each other at any point. So these types of lines are known as parallel lines. Now the next one is intersecting lines. So what is the meaning of intersecting? Intersecting means when the lines are meeting at one point. Okay, so that is known as intersecting lines. So when two lines are meeting each other at a certain point, then those kinds of lines are known as intersecting lines. Now students, we are having a line segment. Okay, line segment. So what is line segment? If I am having, I have to draw a line that is AB of length 5 cm or 5 mm or 5 meter of any length I want to draw. So what these types of lines are known as line segment, in which a definite length is given. Okay, so how to draw this? You know this very well. We will put a line in a copy, then put a scale over this point and the scale 0 will be kept here. Then from 0 we will calculate the distance. Suppose this distance is my 5 cm. So I will write A and B and this is my 5 cm. So this is how I will draw a line segment. And remember students, whenever you draw a line segment, so above that line segment, put a bar. Like this, we have to put a bar above that, and then you can write its answer. It is 5 centimeter. So like this, you will draw 10, 20 centimeter. You can put a 0 reading here at any point, and then from that you can measure the length. This is how you have to draw a line segment. And in exercise 7.1, you have to draw these kinds of line segment. The questions are given that you have to draw AB of 10 centimeter or 20 centimeter. So like this or only you have to draw them. So students, complete your exercise 7.1 in your notebook. Question number 1 you will do with yourself. In book only you have to join the 2 points which are given in your book. But question number 2 and 3 you will draw them in your book as well as in your notebook. Okay.